What is up, everyone? Happy 4th of July!
Hey.
You hear those fireworks going off in the background? We got some rumbling outside.
Yeah, and a belated happy midsummer.
Oh yeah! Happy midsummer as well! So we're finally getting back to playing some Ender Lilies. Hopefully my brain won't break. I have a little bit of a headache coming on, but I think it'll probably be fine. I have the sweet, relaxing Ender Lilies to play to help with that. So
Yeah. Should be fine.
yeah. Figure out what I'm doing. Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, I remember.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could make a Steam group and then do a notification when you go live.
Yeah, I guess we could.
Seems like the bird is... I thought the bird was made out of energy before.
Alright, I'm wondering... Yeah, that'll be fine. Ah!
I remember this game being a lot more red.
Oh, it'll be red.
But I thought all the creatures were sort of more red. I just remember the entire
Oh,
screen
no,
being
no,
red.
it's all the effects. Every single effect in the game is some shade of red.
I can't believe that didn't hit you.
Oh, man. What is it? Okay, left bunker. Oh man, stupid thing woke up. The worst.
Hey, it's Lowry.
What's up, Eric Lowry?
Happy 4th to you too, and a belated happy midsummer.
Oh man, my super meter's up, but I forget how to do the super meter. Guess I should look. It's been a while.
My instinct is click both sticks, but that's burning blood. Prayers? Prayers 2 out of 3?
Oh.
Might be able to hear the fireworks in the background.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's quite distracting for my mind. Is this the super? Yes. Okay. So it's just up. Wonderful. You are not helping, Birdo.
I'm on vacation this week, so I don't have to wake up early. 3 a.m. stream, let's go. Unfortunately, we've got to get to sleep sort of early-ish so that we can be up in the morning for... we're going to a comic convention Saturday and Sunday. So we have to drive up to Long Island.
I wanted it. Well, I guess I'm not gonna have enough to get all the way up there.
Ooh, that should be fun. Are you selling stuff? Yes. I had hoped that we would have had everything fulfilled already by the time the con came, but my book hasn't arrived. So...
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Ugh. I really hope I really hope my book is being printed in Bulgaria and not Paris, by the way. Because the company has two two printing places, one in Paris, one in Bulgaria. The people I was talking to were Bulgarian for sure. Like I've never heard of anyone being named Haristo that wasn't Bulgarian. I feel residual mad because I thought it was still gonna zap you even though it was dead.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just didn't have enough. I forgot how many enemies are on the walk back from this. It's pretty crazy.
I shouldn't be having. I don't think I'm having printing issues. I sent an email because I want to pay early, because they're gonna be done with production the day that we're leaving, and then they're gonna want me to pay, and then they ship it. Pay the second half. But
come on.
It'd just be easier to pay earlier.
It's like the wrong way every fucking time. Are you fucking kidding me? God. Something about. I mean, I might as well just go back. But
yeah.
Something about the animations give you like. I don't know. It's like such a weird, like, as soon as you press it, you can't change direction, even if it's a millisecond.
Mm.
Otherwise, it'll just... So, like, I'm having issues with directions every now and then.
You get locked into facing one direction.
Yes.
It's another... Oh.
Down! What the fuck? I was hitting down! Jesus Christ! Might as well just go back.
Yeah. I do a lot of resets. F9 is my friend. In games that use F5 and F9, I find it so relaxing to just F9 and try again. Games that make you like walk all the way back, like Dark Souls, always frustrate me a little bit.
Well, when they're like this, it does, because I can't run past any of these people. Right. At least Dark Souls, I can run past them.
That's the thing I always joke about Dark Souls. Like, do people like Dark Souls, or because the people who say it's their favorite game will skip every part of the level. Like, they don't play almost any of it. They just run to get the item they want. You know.
Well, it's kind of like zombie weaving, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Dead Rising a lot, because I thought that mechanic of, like, getting through crowds, it's not even taught to you, you just kind of have to figure out that's how you get through the map.
Like, this particular room is, like, more frustrating than any of the other rooms. Honestly. Because, like, these fuckers got so much health for no reason. Like, this is the first room? Are you serious? I rather would deal with the eyeballs. Now I remember why I took such a long break from this. This isn't fun. This is just like a very unfun part to start playing with.
Well, in any case, I'm getting my books printed in Bulgaria. If you don't remember, there was a... That looked very cool. And it was like a very simple move, but it looked
cool. Oh, what the fuck was that? What was that? Did he glitch into an attack?
No, he did a shield bash. I just haven't seen that before.
I thought he used a sword. Oh, I'm just confused because everything is fucking red. Down! I'm hitting down! Jesus Christ! Why? This is why it's bad to have, like, direction-based fucking attacks. I'm, like, looking at my controller and seeing, yep, that is down. That is the direction down, but it just does a regular base attack.
Sometimes games will give you, like, a certain amount of time where you could change the directional input, but then it makes the whole move a little bit slower. That was what people were complaining about with Street Fighter. It makes it moves easier to do, but the whole game is kind of slow, so... kind of takes reflexes out of it.
Nope, wrong one. God damn it. It's hot here too.
Well, I can point the fan at you. That will help. So, a bunch of American companies,
Fucking dodged.
yeah, you probably remember, but in case you don't, I was trying to deal with American companies, but there's, survived. There we go. A bunch of American companies have this policy of, if you want to make changes, they will charge you. Which, well, I guess that's not. So you send them the files, and then if you want to send them different files, they will charge you somewhere between $100 to $200 to change the file, which is a lot of money. So then, and I had an issue. I paid for a proof to be sent, and there was a mistake. And it was it was something where, like, they couldn't have, if it was an honest mistake, they're dangerously incompetent to the point where it's, like, very risky to trust them with my book. But it could also be on purpose, and they're financially incentivized to not care. So, like, not care if they make a mistake because they're charging me for the changes. Dealing with European companies, I didn't see that problem. So I would rather not support that. It's like, if I give them my money, it's unscrupulous. I think, like, companies should be incentivized to do a good job. That's kind of how capitalism works. So, as a American, I think it's important to not support that kind of thing. But, hey, Jordan.
What is up?
Would they not just incentivize switching to a different company if you have to pay again anyway? Yeah, that's the part I never got out of the whole situation. Exactly. Because, like, I could just go back to the same company, use a different name, and, like, are they really going to notice it's the same cover art? I don't know. But so, like, really, I don't know. It makes no sense. I think part of it just comes from the fact that, like, authors in the U.S. are just screwed over by the whole
production.
The whole thing. Like, if there's just such an anti-writer bias in the world of publishing, it's just so weird. For example, if you want to be published by a traditional publisher, which I would say is not a good idea, you submit your manuscript, meaning you write your whole book, you send them your whole book, and you just trust that they're not going to do anything unscrupulous with your whole book, right? Then they will theoretically reply and let you know if they want to do business with you. If while you're waiting for them to reply, you send a request to another company, that was pretty badass.
Thank you. I didn't mean to do it, but I'll take the compliment.
If you send your request to another company, they reserve the right to blacklist you from the industry. And anyone you tell that to, including new writers, don't understand it, right? Because it's like, well, how is there any competition if you can be blacklisted for going to two places at once? Not to mention, some of these places will never respond to you. They get so many applications, and they will sometimes just never reply. They'll just ignore your submission because it's not worthy of replying. Like, or they don't have enough people to go through stuff, and they just, for whatever reason, they just never reply. So you essentially are on the hook for the rest of your life if you send to one publisher and they don't get back to you. And if you send too many notes asking for a reply, you can also be blacklisted from the industry. there's some people who say, oh, it's reasonable to say 3 months later you can send to a new publisher. But then you have the issue of, like, let's say I'm doing this as a real goddamn job and I'm being serious about writing. I can't wait 3 months and make zero money, right? I have to get a reply very soon so that I can get an advance and whatever. So it makes, like, pretty much zero sense to go with a traditional publisher, especially given the fact that they will, first thing they look at when they want to publish with you is with your manuscript, they want you to send your socials. And they want to know your social media following. Because they don't, for a first-time author, it's considered, like, entitled that they would spend an advertising budget to promote an unknown book. So they expect you to promote your own book. But
it's like, well, why don't I just publish my own book and keep all the money?
Exactly.
If you're not going to promote it for me.
So there's really no purpose of a traditional publisher other than, like, if you have some kind of ego thing where you want to be in a bookstore and they have bookstore deals, or you want to be able to tell your parents, like, I'm published by Penguin or whatever. You know, it's literally just an ego status thing. It's like, it's kind of like being like a news reporter. Like, you reach less people than being a YouTuber, but you feel like you have an important job.
Right, you feel like you're very important.
Hey, or a honeydew.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? Pretty excited for Sunday. I don't know what's going on Sunday. And yeah, provide a good product and customers will pay for it. Capitalism ho. Precisely. So, I think... So anyway, I was, the company I'm going to, they're in Bulgaria, but they also have another location in Paris. So, you know, with the, like, race war going on in France, I'm a little concerned at delays. I'm also concerned for, like, the fall of the West and everything, but, you know. Book 2, you know.
Yeah, priorities.
I think largely, by the way, I don't want to talk about it at length, but largely I think, like, Europe is doing a lot better. Sweden is apparently going from asking to demanding people leave and go back to the Middle East, like removing people by force. I know I was watching the Italian Prime Minister give a speech on the situation in France, and she said the chaos of illegal immigration, and then her speech was interrupted by roaring cheers from all the Italian press. So something tells me that...
it's been a problem for them for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been to Italy.
Yeah.
Those big cities are fucking quite a thing. I haven't heard of any, like, serious problems coming out of Italy, and I wonder if that's just because of, like, the standard level of violence in Italians.
Maybe.
Just like...
Yeah, just a normal day.
Because, like, I saw the video from, like, the Lotus Eater guy who's, like, in... he was in, like, what was it, Serbia? And then he was asking the guy's opinion on, like... There was, in the UK, there was, like a...
Such a
like
difficult position.
I don't know what you call it, like a migrant camp or a bunkhouse set up next to a primary school. And I don't actually know how old primary school kids are. And then there were immigrants from the camps, from the camp, catcalling the girls at the primary school. And it was like a problem, right? Because... Yeah, but the Serbian guy was like, if that happened in Serbia, he got very angry at that, like, the mention of that story. He's like, that would never happen in my country. We would explain to them very quickly that is not what we do here. So I don't know.
make the slug super fucking tanky. Why not? People don't need to live in this game.
Oh, Jordan's doing a collab with a bigger channel. Very exciting.
Don't forget about me when you're famous, okay?
It was like super mind-blowing that when we did the collab with Steininger, that was crazy. Because, like, I remember seeing that guy in, like, I don't know, like a million goddamn years ago. He did a collab with, well, first of all, Lindy Beige, which is, like, my first true love of YouTube. Like, that was like the first channel that I made a YouTube account because I wanted to like his videos.
Alright, doing okay so far. Oh fuck, another one? Oh, and that just goes straight down, so I have to go up.
But, worth.
Not really. Somehow that didn't kill him. That was like
Can
the
you-
same amount as a regular ass hit. That's
There's
some
no,
bullshit
oh man,
right there.
that archer power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good call.
Bagonk.
Burb.
But yeah, that guy did he did a collab with like Sargon of Akkad, like they did an interview. It's like fucking wild. I was so fucking nervous about that.
I remember this place. Did I not go the right direction?
That would be devastating.
Yeah, I...
You have to go up? Oh, I don't know where you have to go.
How can I go any further up?
I don't know.
I'm devastated. I don't have much health left to not know where to go in this game. I must say.
Oh, and a happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yes.
And a belated happy midsummer.
I've definitely been here before. I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here, or why I had to go all the way around to get back here. But I do know that I've been here before. Alright, let's go back a little bit.
Here's a theory.
So this goes straight down, right? It won't show me where exactly, but I think I might need to drop down here. But if I don't, that'll be annoying.
I have a quick theory.
Uh-huh.
If you go back to where you were...
How far back
No,
to where
back,
I
no,
was?
no, to the right. Up and to the right. Yeah.
Yes.
At the opening to the right, you see that little, like, nub? Is that a gate that you opened?
Yeah, that's a gate that I opened.
So is that a shortcut to get back to this point? So are you supposed to continue on forward, and you had already gotten here and opened a shortcut you forgot about?
It's not much of a shortcut, considering like how far away the resting area is from it.
But you... Is it far? I can't...
It's pretty far.
But you would skip
I
this...
don't know, man. Should I go down here?
Is that the...
I feel like this just drops me straight down.
Is that the elevator section to your right?
Yeah.
So that was the puzzle I solved. Where did the puzzle I solved lead you?
I was doing this. What I just did. What I just did, I was doing.
Mm-hmm. Did you come from the elevator puzzle?
No! What?
So then, I solved the elevator puzzle. What did that just...
That just led me to the resting area, and then I had to attack downward to find this loop-de-loop over here.
Okay.
And then it just
Okay,
led me
so-
back to the start.
Got it. So the elevator area was helping you to do this area.
Yes.
So then going down, I don't think would help you, but it couldn't hurt you, right?
I mean, yeah, this is just where I was before. I just don't understand where it wants me to go from here because it made a complete circle. That's my point.
Can you go up further?
I mean, there is nowhere to go up further. There's no other ledges. There's like that over there, but whatever ability I need to fly is not available.
So.
And then there's no other ledges once I go up
So
here.
then go. Continue on to the right.
I guess that's all.
Maybe
but
maybe
I've
you
already been here, so.
Maybe you already completed this area, and opened that shortcut.
If I already completed the area,
Like this
it
particular
wouldn't
room.
say. Yeah. Okay. So see this room? It says it's blue, right? And that means it's an incomplete area.
Mm-hmm.
If I complete this level or whatever you want to call it,
But let's just say that
I should find the next area.
Let's just say you've already gotten to this exact point you're standing right now, and then 20 feet to the right there's a lever that opens that shortcut, and that's why that's open. And then you just turned off the game from there and expected to continue back from that shortcut, and you just haven't yet. That's what I'm assuming is what happened. We just forgot that we'd already gotten here.
Maybe.
Well, we can at least get that chest. How about that? Because you could go down from here and land on the chest, correct?
Oh, this. Oh God, this.
Oh, this is where you
are
were.
right, but I still have to walk all the way back here. There's like no, yeah. All right. Oh fuck! Really?
Return to respite.
Yeah, I guess so.
My computer turned off.
Hmm?
Your computer screen.
That's confusing me. So, like the other way up there
Hey, Quantum Weasel.
is.
Gurgi must be nearby. Hey, Gurgi, come. Yeah, I wanted to spell Gurgi with ER, like that, but Gurgi with a UR is that is the correct spelling of Gurgi. I was listening to that on audiobook, and the guy telling the story said Gurgi, and I was like, wow, what a revolution.
God damn it.
I commented on like a German stream, and the guy said like, hello, Adam Meisner, and I was like, Meisner, wow, that's something. A lot of people go Misner because they're big. Dumb
I understand
gays,
Misner, yeah.
but they're
Yeah, it's wrong, but
they're.
I get that more. What? Why did it go straight through?
Meisner makes a little bit of sense though, because like the name comes from
Oh my god.
those are nice dodges.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to tolerate them being alive. I'm impressed that you.
They won't be for long.
Sorry, like I don't know if I'm pronouncing Meisner right, but in EI would be the. It's like. The town that Meisner would come from, like someone from that town would have that last name. It would be EI, and so I could see that being pronounced Meisner, which brings into question: what if Billy Mays is from the same town in Germany as me? Mm-hmm. Maybe he's like my uncle removed a million times.
Okay, so I guess I have to go up because there's a red dot over there. They really could do better with these maps, I must say.
Happy 4th of July, Quantum Weasel, by the way. And happy belated Midsummer. That was like I don't know, like 2 weeks ago at this
Gotta
point.
go all the way around to open up there.
We celebrated late, but we did celebrate. Got some amusing stories from our relatives.
Furious Blight, nice. Alright,
I told the story about saving Trisha from drowning.
thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime.
I told the story about how Adam messed up my birthday cake.
It's not true. I baked Trisha a perfectly valid cake
A valid cake.
that she enjoyed. She enjoyed the cake, and then I was like, hey, I still have some leftover materials. Why don't I bake you a second birthday cake? The whole month should be your birthday. And then I made it without eggs. And
It identified as a birthday cake.
in case you didn't know, whether your cake identifies as a birthday cake or not, it will be cement if you don't have eggs. It will be biologically cement, regardless of its identification. Oh, I thought it was going to kill you.
I thought so too, honestly. I am equally as shocked.
A valid cake.
Delicious valid cake.
You saved her? Yeah. Yeah. I saved Trisha from drowning like forever ago. I have to make it into like an actual like video, but I can tell the story if you're not familiar. It is an amusing story, and I told it on Midsummer, so it's kind of like seasonal. Midsummer's supposed to be like honor your ancestors, etc. kind of thing. So I thought it would be.
Burb, are you not gonna do anything?
So I kind of like. We only celebrated like 2 years, and
Burb
I kind of
doesn't
like.
care about me.
It's like I kind of like forced my family to be like, yeah, we should celebrate something else in the summer, because like we never get together for 4th of July or anything, and there's just not enough holidays in the summer. We need more.
Oh, I thought I'd be faster. You got the quick arrow on me. This is annoying. Gotta find out whatever that shortcut is with the red thing I gotta plunge into. That would be ideal. This game does have a decent soundtrack. I'll give it that.
I give it a bonum bum out of 10.
Yeah, I would give it a bum out of 10.
The issue is that when you die 3,000 times while it's going bonum bum, bonum bum, you start to lose your mind.
A little bit. A little bit.
Wow, you're fucking killing us, huh?
Well, there's a lot more.
You can kill them all just as cleanly.
Stupid pixel of health.
I got the back so get a second one. Oh. Fun baking tip if you're ever making a chocolate cake or brownies, add half a teaspoon of espresso powder. It makes it extra chocolatey. I should make you another birthday cake. I was using kind of like a pre-done mix thing, you know?
You were using like brownie mix or something.
Yeah, and I got like a Oreo cake crust, pie crust, so that it would like be like
Is
extra
that something
good.
I should check out? Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, a little extra. I will accept. Where was
Are my continuing requests for more Metroid stream just gonna go ignored? I mean, like, what am I gonna do? We're already streaming this.
We're gonna switch mid-game.
We'll probably eventually play Metroid, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, this is Metroid-like,
Yeah.
so...
I'm not really super excited to play Metroid. Although I do want to at some point, just because it's like, you know, I played Smash and stuff. It's like, that'd be cool to see where this lady came from. But I'm more... What I really want to play is Castlevania.
Oh, that would be fun.
Like, for my general video game education, I feel like I should play Castlevania. Instead of just playing Metroidvania. I should probably play both the source materials. Been getting into reading more, too.
As we all should.
I'm working at, yeah, it honestly, like, there's something sort of therapeutic about reading. I'm getting into Wheel of Time. I had to get through that. I also started, like, a couple, like, mangas and manhwas. Working on Delicious in Dungeon, and I don't know what the other one was. Oh, you can get them through the wall with the bonk.
Or that. Oh, really?
Like no damage. There you go.
Why can't I fucking... There we go.
There should be a Ketchup Boy boss fight in one of these games. A true,
So annoying.
A true legend. Did I tell you? I don't think I told you the story of him eating chicken soup.
He actually ate it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, a miracle.
So he also had a fear of chicken soup, in addition to ketchup. The fear of ketchup just came up all the time.
Because everyone's using ketchup.
Yeah.
Where
So
is
yeah,
that
so he would
lever?
like.
Huh?
He would get very upset with. Not like, I don't know. It's hard to tell when he was being genuine. Can you double swing those guys from like farther away with the big bonk?
What, you mean the shield guys?
Yeah, like bonk twice from like a safe distance. What do you think about that strat?
They have shields. I have to get behind them to hit. Or just, you know, use poison.
Oh, is that gonna?
How does that not affect him?
Oh, he's tiny.
He's not tiny enough. Ah, I want my money back.
Oh, big bonk. Will that swing down?
I mean, no.
Oh.
Funny enough.
Hey, here we go. This is, okay.
It's a little bit of a tanky slug.
Chicken soup goes through the teeth real easy. What are you, the chicken soup horror movie guy? Yeah, because he would piss off even, like, the really, like, super, like, cucky people at the school.
Ancient Dragon Claw. Magic Dragon Claw is said to dwell in blah, 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 blah. But what does it do?
Slightly increases air damage of airborne attacks.
Eh. Where do I find that
Hey,
letter?
Gabe. So, like, he would get upset when someone would have ketchup, and he'd be like, oh, that's so insensitive of you. And it would even piss off, like, super, like, leftist people, because he was
crazy.
like, he was, like, appropriating their ridiculous stuff, but they couldn't really complain about it in any real, like, they couldn't argue against it, because he was, like, unintentionally demonstrating how ridiculous, like, demanding things over some amount of like imagined discomfort is.
Yeah.
But you know, there's nothing they could say. They would just
beating them at their own game.
So they get mad, but they didn't really have anything to say about it. Like he you know, and he was 100% committed. You know, so a lot of people, they have too much dignity to pretend to be afraid of ketchup. Not this guy. No dignity involved in the equation.
Alright, so I can't go this way. God damn it. I can't go any way. They really should have made a better map if they're gonna make it like this maze-like. Because, I mean, come on.
I wonder if this is what the Castlevania map looks like. And that's why.
Well, they would have an excuse, though.
So one girl was eating chicken soup, and
yeah, there's nowhere I can go further down there. I can't. No, that's not a wall.
and then he was like, oh my god, are you serious? Are you gonna sit next to me or something like that? And then she's like, what? I don't have any ketchup. And he's like, I'm afraid of chicken soup too. She's girl just like explodes. Like, you can't be afraid of chicken soup.
That is pretty funny, though.
He like looked up the phobia or something like that.
And he's like, yeah, that's what I got.
It doesn't exist, right? But there is such a thing as like a phobia of random foods.
I believe it.
And like within 30 seconds of someone telling him what the name for a phobia of foods is, he was telling strangers that he had that phobia, and then
Like, yep, that's me.
and then he would then immediately ask for money.
Can I have a dollar?
Immediately following it, can I have a dollar? Yeah.
Stupid ass slugs.
Hope everyone had a good 4th of July. Hope you had a good 4th of July too.
Got
And a belated happy midsummer. Ooh. Oh, you stole that.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
Going for those big swings, huh? What were his parents like? Well, I feel like you haven't heard any of the stories, because I feel like I feel like you're missing a lot of stories if you haven't heard about his parents, because
One of the only things that he talks about.
So like the first thing he would tell you upon meeting you, he would without a doubt tell you about his parents. He would tell you that his dad died, and then he would tell you that his birth mother is probably a crack whore.
Yeah, probably.
But he has no idea because he's never met them. He is ethnically a gypsy, and then from that he speculates.
Oh, there it is.
He speculates that his mother was a crack whore. Why, you ask? No idea. Although, I didn't say this, but someone else said, that definitely makes sense. You seem like a fetal alcohol syndrome.
Oh my god.
I didn't say it. I'm
okay,
just quoting.
You didn't say it.
Someone else said that. And it blew my mind, because I was like, wow, all my years of middle school, all my years of high school, never did I hear that insult, and it is transcendent. Like, that is... It's like you've never seen... Like, it's like you're living in the medieval ages and someone pulls out a gun and shoots someone with, like, a 9mm. It's like, ta, 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 ta. It's like, oh my god, that rate of fire. That damage.
Let's try this now. See if we can find out where to go, huh, guys?
So he would tell you the story that his dad. He would open usually. It depended. He would sometimes say he'd open with the mother thing. Sometimes open with the birth father. Not birth father.
Really rolling the dice, huh?
Adopted father. It would be one or the other. But the one, him being dead or whatever it was. And then he would say that his family's really poor, and then he would ask for $1. He wasn't, at least according to him, he wasn't actually very poor. Like, he lived in a nice house. It was just like kind of rich white people wanted to adopt because they kind of drank the Kool-Aid of like the Earth is overpopulated or whatever. Excuse me. He lived with his mom in some like nice house in the suburbs, and he would spend all of his money on like comic books and like candy, and then beg people for money to buy more comic books and candy. And like he was always very filthy. Like he would smell very bad all the time. One time I did a public good. I told this story. I don't know if you remember, but one time he was begging for money to wash his clothes, and I was like, I will do a public good and give you money for this, and you'll no longer be able to beg for money in front of me because you owe me money. And I know you're never going to be able to pay back this $3. So I give him. I go to my room. I come back with quarters. Give him a stack of quarters. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And then he comes back, and like he's walking back, and he's got a candy bar in his hand, and he's got chocolate all over his face. He moved. It was like 10 feet, right? But he already had it all over his face and lips and whatever. And he's eating it like just like a chipmunk, where he pushes it against his teeth.
Get over this right
pushes it hard against his teeth. And it was like a Butterfingers or something. So there's all this stuff all caught in like the folds of his face, and like he was like unshaven, and he had this lots of scruff, and it was all caught in this by the blades of the scruff were catching all the flakes of Butterfingers. And then he goes, "What?" And I'm like, I explode in a properly comedic fashion,
as you do.
What do you mean, what? Etc. And he's like, I didn't know. And it's like, you were just begging for money for your laundry. Why would you? And it's also like, why would you be begging? It's like he loses track of what he's begging for. Like, he's hungry.
Why would you be begging for candy? Yeah.
He would.
Good question. Like, who the fuck would give you money to go buy candy for yourself?
Who did he live with? Oh man, it's like you're setting me up for these stories. His roommate's experience with him was really funny. His roommate was like a total shit show.
Look, see, I can't get up there. But what am I supposed to do?
So they thought that living together, they would like help each other or something. When there's two shit shows and they live together, as it turns out, they don't tend to raise each other up. At least from my one experience. Oh, I thought you could jump on that.
I mean, I'm too tired to know what you're referencing.
There was a platform, but it was the background.
I believe you. I don't know where to go.
So his roommate had depression, and he had like the variety of depression that when you go to sleep and you're depressed, you will oftentimes sleep for an extremely long amount of time, like 48 hours or something. And so he would sleep. He wasn't that bad. He would sleep for like 24 hours. So he would sleep through classes. Kind of no matter when he would go to sleep, he had the class the next day. So he was like one class away from failing, right? He has to make it to the class the next day. Right? The professor's giving him another chance. And,
like, look, this area's blocked off. The other
it's
areas I gotta go around to
Wait,
get
is that
to the
open?
gate.
Like from some kind of lever or something? Is that because
Yes.
it's a different wall? Okay.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Okay.
That's blocked off.
Yeah.
I can't go the other way because that's blocked off. I don't know where to go. This map fucking sucks, bro. I don't. How am I supposed to tell anything from this? This is ridiculous.
So anyway, his roommate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the map. I don't know.
Why don't you just give me the computer?
Okay.
I'll look it up.
So his roommate is like, I'm gonna get to sleep early, so I can get to my class tomorrow. And so he goes to sleep, and it's like midnight, right? And then he comes back. I'm in the middle of tapping away my short stories at the time. I was writing Leaves the World Tree. He comes back and he was like, he was just like, he didn't say anything. He's just like, like just tired and whatever. And he just sits down across from me, and I'm like, what happened, buddy? I thought you were. I was in the lounge area, and I was like, what happened, man? You said you're going to sleep. Thought you were trying to get up early, etc. And then he was like, I tried. I was like, what happened, guy? And he was like, I almost said his real name. Ketchup boy was jerking off. And I was like, listen, man, tell him. He said, I was like, tell him you gotta go to sleep. He's like, I did. He said, come back in 2 hours. So I'm like, 2 hours? First of all, what the fuck? And second of all, tell him no. You tell him you gotta go to sleep. It's important. You're gonna get expelled if you don't make it to class tomorrow. And he's like, I can't do that. Because he's not gonna stop. He's just gonna wait until I fall asleep. But I won't be able to fall asleep because I'll know. So it'll just be two guys laying in bed waiting to fuck.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a 10 out of 10 story.
I gotta make these into like a bit.
You know so many like
Crazy
fucking
people.
Crazy people
Well,
from that college. It's insane.
Dude, there's a lot of crazy people that go to liberal arts colleges. There's like just a
Yeah.
lot of like unstable, like nutty fucking.
It's
people.
also unfortunate because like I'm an artist, right? You're a writer.
Yeah.
We're both people in the creative field, and yet we have to, we were associated with other crazy people in
Yeah.
the creative field.
I would be suspicious of anyone who has a degree in writing. Because that means they had to go to one of these schools. And I have a degree, right? But like the other people in my classes were very, very incompetent at writing. I have like samples that I snagged from workshops where everyone in the class would applaud them as being good, right? There were very few people who had good short stories in these workshops. Extremely few. And the people who had good short stories, you could tell were not part of the whole ideology typically. For the most part, there was a few exceptions, but very few. So in a given workshop, you might have 3 to 5, maybe. At max, I don't know if I've ever been in a workshop with a whole 5. I might have once, but typically there's maybe 2 people you can rely on to put in a good story, and even fewer that you can rely on to give good feedback.
Oh, I see what you gotta do. That's dumb. So basically you gotta clear the whole area out, and then it works on a timer. But it's the same lever that I hit before. Man, that stuff gives me a headache. Here you go. That's so annoying. God. Well, I guess since I already did it.
You take the pillow and some blankets and go and find the corners somewhere. You went to an engineering. I mean, yeah, you know that's funny. You should say that. I have a story about him doing that too. He went. I went to an engineering school. A lot of antisocial people, including myself, but no one I knew was as dysfunctional as the people in your stories. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between antisocial and fucking bonkers.
I would say so, yeah.
Like, you could be socially dysfunctional, and like say something weird or cringy, but like it's a different thing entirely to just be a fucking like feral masturbator.
That's really quick.
Can you go
for
on the
how
left
much
side?
they want you to do.
Yeah, for sure. Clear out the enemies. Before.
I cleared out most of them. It's
I
just
know.
that the fucking
I was agreeing-
stupid ass fucking slugs.
I was agreeing with your decision to kill the slug.
It's like, this is nuts. This is a nutso thing.
You should probably kill a guy with a shield if you have more smoke.
Well, I can easily run past them though. The issue is the platforming, honestly. Like, look at all they do to like slow you down. It's like I can try to get there, but it's like it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, honestly. And it's already closed.
Well, let's see it without the like wrong direction thing, right?
Yeah. Wow. This is fucking stupid!
Alright, just reset. It's alright.
Like, why? Why do you have to do timed levers? It's so dumb! It's so tight, too. And they got ledge grabbing animations. I hate this!
Alright.
This is the worst part.
You got it. Okay. It's doable.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can feel like bags under my eyes beginning to grow. The game is taking years off my life.
Okay. I could always give it a shot.
But you know what I mean, right? It's just tedious.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to make your game tedious. Just try making it fun. Crazy as it might sound. Like, this is fucking difficulty to them. It's just like making it take longer.
You did it.
Yeah, whatever.
Whew.
Kind of doesn't matter when it's like that.
Anyway. So.
Yeah, ketchup boy, huh?
Yeah. So another time his roommate, I think that's the logical progression. It's like his roommate should all be one video. The last time I saw him, he was eating chicken soup. His roommate had finally snapped because he was hungry and begging people for money, and he was like, he just like screamed at him and was like, "You have to eat this like chicken soup." But he was scared of chicken soup. I saw him microwaving it. He seemed very out of sorts, and then I didn't want to interrupt whatever was going on because I knew something interesting was going to happen. And then he was sitting at a bowl of chicken soup, and he was trembling.
Leading up there.
He was trembling, and he, I saw him. I don't know if he if he had a spoonful of the soup.
Okay, this is definitely something. But I assume I open it up. Oh yeah, it's this room here. Alright. Up I go then.
Hey, Twisted Bishop. Chat congratulates you.
Thank you. I'm glad that you find my rage entertaining.
When I found him on YouTube, was he a content creator? Not anymore. He was starting to do it in college, and his like, he had a bunch of he had like 4 videos that were like comic book reviews, and he deleted. He deleted all but one of them.
Ah, here we
And I downloaded that.
go. Here we go.
Because I couldn't let it disappear.
Hello, Mad Knight. Oh, fuck. I don't like the way he looks. Scary.
Yeah,
Eat some
cool.
poison.
Oh, dude. His thing is definitely going to be that forward blast.
Ah,
Or maybe he's going to be a regular attack?
poison.
So anyway.
Ah. Poison?
Yeah, he was... I think someone was there and was like, come on, man, you have to eat the chicken soup. And, I don't know. I remember some girl being like, what's going on? And it's like, he's never eaten chicken soup before and he's afraid. And she's like, that's silly, you just eat it.
Little did she know what
She's
she
like,
was
go
doing.
on, just take a spoonful. And it's like... And I knew he was in dire straits eating the chicken soup because he didn't beg her for money.
Oh, God, the directions.
It was someone who didn't know him, apparently.
Where was I?
I think it must have been someone who was helping a friend move out or something like that. Someone from another building, maybe. Because she didn't know him. She was very rare. And he didn't ask her for money. So he was really in pain over this chicken soup. He was visibly like shaking all over. And then he had like 3-4 spoonfuls. And then he just said in a very like grim, like soft voice, was like, I think that's enough. And he was like, what do you do? Get rid of, like, how do you...
How do I dispose of this?
He's like, what do I do with this?
Oh, come on. Why did it go all the way over there? That's ridiculous.
Did you get?
I guess. I don't...
Huh.
Oh,
Oh.
no. No, that's not good. Oh, fuck. It's homing?
Yeah.
But how?
What
how
if he
do
friendly
I...
fires himself? So you have to stand next to him, and then you both take damage. Ooh.
Yeah, as if that's ever happened in this
have
game
to,
ever.
Probably have to dodge at the same time, but it would be really cool if that was like the secret. Is like you have to
I
take one of
was
those on deck.
spamming dodge though. That's the crazy part. It still got me.
Happy America Day to you too.
Ugh.
I wonder what has become of him. He must have a job somewhere. No way, dude. That guy. There's no fucking way that guy has a job. Dude.
Somebody killed that guy.
Dude, that guy. That guy is like probably still living with his mother, and if he's not, he would make an excellent his job. In all seriousness, I think that guy could make just about as much money as anybody else begging on the street. He did it persistently all the time. He was born to beg on the streets for money. That guy was always asking people for money. Everybody who passed, he was like, mother's a crack whore. Like, literally, you'd be walking around, he'd be tagging along, he'd stop random people to tell them that his mother's a crack whore, his dad died, and then he wants $1.
He wants $1, yeah.
He would also offer to read people's palms because he he was ethnically a gypsy, and so he was like, I have
Man,
these
this
powers.
guy's tanky too. Like, it's not enough that he has a crazy moveset, but he also has a ton of health.
He's probably a Reddit mod.
Yes. That's his second dream. Dream job right there.
So yeah, his roommate was asking someone else if he could sleep on their mattress. And I was like, hey man, let's talk. What's going on? It's your room. You know, you and Ketchup Boy, like, you know, you need to, like, work stuff out. What's going on? Whatever. Like, I'm sure whatever it is, you can, like, work it out. Is he still jerking off for 2 hours every night? Like, what's happening? And he's like, you don't understand. I was like, well, let's he I was like, alright, sit down, let's talk. And he's like, Ketchup shit his pants. I started to laugh. And then he's like, it's not funny, but you can laugh. I understand. I might laugh too. Were I not in this position? He's like, so, Ketchup has shit his pants, and he refuses to take a shower.
No. Fuck.
And, you know, he's like telling me the details of him shitting
Can't even see it because it's all red. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Right. I borrowed some money from the wrong person. Did you borrow money from Ketchup Boy? You're never getting that back. If people asked him for their money back, he would literally throw himself prostrate on the floor and grovel and beg them not to ask for the money back or beg them to give him more time, and they'd be so uncomfortable. They would just give up. Anyone knew that he met, like, any poor innocent girl, he would, like, make uncomfortable until they gave him money. Ugh, it's brutal. But yeah, then he busts into the room and goes, "Hey guys," with this big fucking grin on his face. He had the most like shit-eating grin you'd ever seen. He busts in the room and goes, "Hey guys, shit my pants." But he's like, "It's okay. I took a shower." Like, finally. But it was like the day before, right? I don't know. I don't even know when it was. You know, I don't even know the chronology of like when he shit his pants versus when he took a shower. It might have been the same day, but I know he refused to take a shower. Like, he was told he had to take a shower. He would not take a shower. I really don't know what you would do in that situation. He shit his pants and then went to the bathroom, cleaned up, and then threw his underwear into the garbage in the hallway. Because I guess that's a more main garbage. I don't know. Like, that's the garbage you're supposed to empty your room's garbage into. So, oh yeah, I forgot. His roommate, like, exploded at him because he was like, "You're proud of it? You're fucking proud of it!" Like, screaming at him.
Oh my goodness.
Because he did act like proud of shitting his pants. I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to own it. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, that's something, huh? That is a character, as they say. Maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should fiddle around with my thingy-majiggies. Or I could keep trying it like this.
So yeah, the roommate was like raving mad about him shitting his pants.
I would be.
Yeah. But then he was like, it's not my fault. You ever been sick and you shit your pants? His original excuse though was that he was depressed about his breakup, and so he shit his pants.
Oh man, you ever get so depressed you just shit your pants? Just like, oh man, my life is over.
Got the boombox over your head like, come back to me, baby. Shitting your pants.
Oh.
Just filling a fucking diaper over a bitch. You ever just fill a fucking diaper over a bitch? You're about to fill a diaper right there with that. Oh, I thought you accidentally pressed the wrong thing on the elevator.
No, I'm gonna look around. Look at my relics. What relics do I got? Reduces damage received, that's good. Increases damage, oh, that's good.
No, I can't.
Yeah, let's do more damage.
No, I can't say I've ever been so sick and or depressed that I shit myself.
Man, you haven't lived. Oh god.
So his roommate was like screaming at him in like the lounge, like by the way, like an RA came over to like sort out the disagreement, and then they were just like, oh, never mind.
No, this is beyond our
I turned to the
capabilities.
RA heard and then paused, and I looked at the RA and was like, listen, man, you don't want to be a part of this. And then he was like, right at the moment where he's like, you shit your pants, and you're fucking proud of it. Like, again, like, he, like, you know. He goes, like, I remember he was like, there's a difference between having a stomach virus, being...
Oh, come on! I kept on clicking heal and it just didn't work. God, this is the worst.
I'm sorry you're having... At least it's a boss fight, right? At least he's cool and plays cool music. You know?
No, I'd rather be doing this than whatever the fuck that other thing. Tedious, unfun parts.
So he's like, there's a difference between having a stomach virus, being sick. You try to get to the bathroom and you just don't make it. We've all been there. I've been there. And then there's being depressed, standing in the hallway, knowing you have to shit, standing there, standing in the hallway, standing still, and just shitting your pants. Which is what he said he did. He said he just was depressed, stood there in the hallway, realized he had to shit, and just shit. Just shit right in his pants.
Oh, I beat the fuck out of this guy. Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, his poise is back up.
Well, he's in cool guy mode. Oh, that's so much!
Yeah.
I dodged, but it wasn't the right time. That's
Man,
so much.
You fucked that
You
guy up.
see how much that was? Jesus. Ugh. I'm not playing video games. It's just hard. It's just hard, okay?
As soon as the RA heard what the argument was about, they were like, I can't be a part of this. Like, I have nothing. I can't stop this. Like, his rage can't be quelled. Like, there's no... Like, whatever paperwork you have to do to, like, mediate that conversation is just, like, too much. It's just, like... But everybody knew he shit his pants. Either because he was telling people or people heard the argument. But it was super fucking funny.
Oh, damn it. I did that by mistake.
Your meter's almost full again, though. I wonder if there's a particular super that would, like, knock down the poise super far so you get extra hits in.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
I can spam it and it's
Yeah.
not...
And then that's the point. You gotta time it right. That's like what they want to
But
catch.
that's like crazy, man.
I know. It's a crazy game. There it is. He's down.
I don't have any more heals? I already used it? Oh, I have to do it slightly before.
You're forgetting about your chain guy.
I mean, the chain guy doesn't do a whole lot of
Can you just
damage.
Can you just slap it randomly though?
I guess.
Like, can you just throw it out and then just sort
Maybe
of
I'll
combo?
open up aggressive. Maybe that's a better option.
Who would win a fight, Shazam or Ben 10? It's a good call. I guess change the subject from the guy shitting his pants. I don't know. I guess Shazam.
This isn't going that well.
Ben 10 has like a cheaper animation budget, and so I assume that Ben 10 would move slower than these like DC movies, using only the most
Oh, he's in cool guy mode.
logical of logics.
Ah. What?
You were pretty low.
But I was behind him.
Oh, well. I wouldn't have thought that positioning safely would keep you safe in this game. You're so innocent.
Oh. Oh. Guys. I need you to cheer me on.
This is why I have
That's
to
the
tell
only way I'll win.
stories multiple times, because I'm remembering all these extra details about the story that I'll have to know when I make the video. Lowry says, "We believe in you, Trisha."
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, I guess touching hurts
I
him.
didn't heal.
I know.
Oh, God.
I
that's
know.
brutal.
It's bad timing. Ah, it's cool guy mode.
I think you should...
He moved a lot of distance in that couple seconds.
Have we seen that attack yet?
Yes, same.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Maybe it was different.
So yeah, gonna be going to comic convention this weekend.
Oh my god, that's gonna be fun.
It's
We're
be
gonna
fun.
see friends too.
I feel
On
extreme-
top of everything, we're also gonna see friends.
I feel very guilty though, because I feel like we should have already fulfilled stuff, but we haven't, because like...
Yeah, because your books were late, or
Yeah.
well, later than we
The
thought.
press decided to be raging assholes, so like I have to do business somewhere else, but yeah. I like made the calculated decision to be like, well, I have a little bit extra time, so I'll do extra due diligence, and then I'll have the books about the same time you get yours. But then, in doing my due diligence, I found out that the press was no good, so... I guess that was a good idea. But I feel bad, because we're gonna have the comics on the table, but
Yes.
we haven't...
I feel bad as well! That move is so ridiculous, I hate it!
What if you unlock it after you kill him?
It won't be as good!
has so much fucking health still.
I know! Look! I'm only halfway. I'm all done.
Can you hop and use the chain? Oh no, what the fuck is that?
That's
Phase
cool,
3?
that mode.
Oh boy, what's that?
Ooh.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know, there's so much red on the screen all the time that I didn't know what the heck that was gonna be.
That's cool, isn't it? It's kind of cool.
I guess, yeah. I mean, the pillar thing isn't anything new. There's like so many enemies that use pillars from the ground. Oh wow!
Okay,
Oh,
but
cool.
it goes like bump, 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 bump. It reminds me of Vexen from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Alright.
You. You are
I'm gross.
disgusting. Ah, fuck. Screen fell asleep. Ulf the Mad Knight.
It's making me waste all my things by jumping. Oh, come on.
His poise is down super far. That chain ball guy is like pretty decent.
I'm not doing very well, huh?
Did we talk about the I don't know. I don't know if we did. Did we talk about the Midwinter Minis thing? Not on stream, I don't think. That was pretty entertaining.
Oh, all across the screen, huh?
I was glad
Oh, fucking god damn it!
I was glad that I wasn't the only one who.
Oh, god. It's like he does the all around the screen attacks like back to back, and my like hand is hurting from dodging so much. Ugh. It's fucking cancer.
No.
Sorry. Talk about Midwinter Minis.
I was entertained. I was like glad that I wasn't the only one who was annoyed by it, but just got him on the ropes now. Yeah, I mean you're beating the shit out of him further and further, so.
No, that time I did worse. This time I'm doing worse too. I think I'm doing actually worse than last time. Keeps on like jumping. Well, anyway. What's chat saying?
Nothing.
Just about how I should play Metrovania.
No, Jordan left. He went to sleep. Yeah, so the Midwinter Minis guy did a video where he was like talking about how it's like historical war games are bad because they have Nazis in them, something like that. And
No, it's almost like that's history or something.
yeah, his the video starts off with him being like, his assistant was like, "Oh, please don't make me paint the Nazi tank." Right? They're painting 2 tanks, and I found that to be extremely annoying. And I was not the only one. Like, everyone made a reaction to it. And Arch Warhammer had the most like savage take. The one that actually explains it, because it's just like, that dude is like, he was doing a video, like a sponsored video for a Ukrainian channel. Like, he released a video where he painted Imperial Guard with the Red Army color scheme while Russia was invading Ukraine. Like after the invasion had been announced, he posted that video.
I think he's doing it at different timings too.
That would be fucking crazy if he was. I wonder if there's a cue that you should wait for, that before the X appears, that you can dodge.
I don't see anything.
Like, does he start to pull his arms apart?
It feels very instantaneous.
By the way, this guy really feels very Wolverine-y, especially with the red X.
Yeah,
okay.
That might be what they're going for. Let me see if there's some other better spirits I should be using.
Damn, girl's really going hard on that violin. You know? That's a good point. But the thing that explains it, right, is like, he doesn't have any, like, I don't know if he has a real sensitivity about World War II, or maybe he's just one of those people who's like, doesn't understand that communism is bad, because he's like super into like communist aesthetic and like a bunch of other videos I've seen. But he left his wife for his assistant, and that's why he's like, wow, my assistant is so smart. And that was an Arch Warhammer show.
That sucks, huh?
Arch Warhammer like showed a post explaining it or whatever. Everybody else was like too sensitive to be like, they were attacking his idea specifically, which I guess Arch Warhammer did, but he also was like, this is why he's saying it, which I thought was very interesting. Also, he's like he left his wife for his assistant, and he's refusing to pay any more than the minimum on child support payments. I don't know. His wife is like a doctor, so she has to have daycare for the whole day, or like a babysitter for the whole day, or something like that. And he was previously supposed to be taking care of the babies. He has twins. And now he's not, and so now she has to pay for that, and so she wants him to cover the cost of the daycare, but he's like paying some kind of amount, which is like, she said it was like $300, just under $300 a month or something, or 300 whatever, like shillings or like crowns or whatever fucking like shit they use in England, stones, but it costs like that much a day or something like that for the daycare. I don't know. I guess whatever, fucking daycare, maybe it's expensive, I don't know. I mean, they're gonna be watching her for like doctors work like 12-hour shifts, so there's gotta be like, I don't know, 14 hours they're gonna take care of the kid. It's like, yeah. Do you think the DPS of the Crow is worthwhile? I suspect you're like too good for it now.
Oh, I didn't even press that direction, so I don't know how delayed it must have been.
Hey, at least you got
go
killed
the
by
complete opposite direction that I pressed.
At least you got killed by a cool move.
No, I didn't. I got moved by a shitty move.
Wouldn't we all what? Leave our wives for a painting assistant? Probably not.
I would hope not.
Fear not. I don't paint. Although if I did, I'd need assistance.
Immediately when he gets up, he's in fucking cool guy mode. Oh my god, I'm out of heals already? God, it's crazy. This fight's crazy.
She's going nuts on that violin.
Yeah, I'm going nuts.
The fight's cool though. There's that, huh?
Yeah, but I'm dying. I don't feel like I'm really improving much either.
You can watch me fail. Yeah, actually, if you don't destroy him on this attempt, I'll give it a shot. I have a strategy.
I already feel like I'm not gonna.
Get some water.
Cool guy. No, no, no. Okay. Alright, your turn. My hand is burning, so.
Oh, this was so. Oh,
What are you doing?
I hit the printer. It's like
Ah.
super far now.
Some days, you know,
No, that's not dodge.
you just can't win.
That's a bad button. Oh, it doesn't let you waste it.
Oh, that's nice. That's very considerate.
How do I dodge?
It's the right trigger.
Oh, I just hit the meme. Okay. What a cute animation. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know what to do.
Well, he's in cool guy mode,
Oh,
so
fuck,
you gotta
Christ.
wait.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah. He's pretty hard. I think the hardest part about him really is just that the fact that he has so much health. It's like, I can deal with the moveset, but to last for that long is a little bit much. You don't have to jump to use that Y, by the way.
What's this one? Alright, one more.
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
And then you try.
How do I dodge? Famous last words. Eric Lowry. Yes, indeed. Happy 4th July. AKA May the 4th, yeah. Oh, my mom. She's means well.
How do you use your special versions of stuff?
It's up and then whatever the thing is.
Up on the D-pad and then...
Up on the anything, just up. Not everyone has special versions though. Yeah. Unfortunately, he was in cool guy mode for that.
Straight back.
Rough stuff, huh?
Hey, free 63.
Finally got some feedback for my next project that I guess I'll be announcing sometime this month, although probably not having a release date yet. Do I want to open up with this?
The thing that I've read? Or something else?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume.
Because I thought you already announced that. So that like Renee DeLiz was like...
Oh, well, people on the fan club already know about it.
Oh.
Because they get early announcements.
You know, that second hit, it's pretty juicy on the big Bankai. It's kind of fast, so I kind of feel like it's worth...
Ooh, that was cool. Cool damage. Get that healing.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
Man,
fucking...
I thought you had
Did you
it.
see how much that does?
You waited so long. It's just it's a different timing each time. I think you're right.
But that would be so fucked up if that was true.
I think it's... Well, no, I don't think it's a different timing every time. I think there's probably 2 animations. One is longer, one is shorter. And I think you have to wait for him...
That's so evil.
I think you have to wait for him to start pulling his arms out, and then... Or he flashes or something, and then you have to dodge.
But if he flashes red, then everything on the screen is red. There's literally even red flowers on the floor.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny. I saw a review for this game that said everything is red, and I know that sounds like I'm nitpicking, but like when you actually play
you understand when you play the game.
Now I get it. Yeah, because when I was watching the review, I was like, "Oh, come on, man, it looks cool." And then like after you're playing it, you're like, "God damn it, I can't see anything." It's like, okay, yeah.
We could use some variety in color.
I guess to be fair, your attacks have purple in them.
Sometimes.
The chain has some purple in it. Oh wow, you already knocked him down?
I've been playing aggressively. Cool guy mode, really?
Oh, it's when the light in his eye goes out. Now. Yeah.
I can't look at his eye.
Hey, nice. The shield blocked it.
No, it didn't. I took a little bit of damage.
Oh.
Man, why did they give him iframes? Why did they give him iframes? That's so ridiculous.
He has iframes? From where? Oh,
From when he dodges.
Oh, when he... Okay.
When he dodges, you can't hit him. And it's like, why? He's the enemy! I should only have 5 frames!
I'm okay with the enemies having, like, him particularly, because he looks like he's supposed to. But I don't like when you touch him and
But
you
he's
take damage.
always dodging. Yeah, and then I touch him and I take damage? Come on. He doesn't take damage when he touches me. Bullshit.
What do you think about dodging on a 2-dimensional plane versus a 3-dimensional?
I don't know.
So I feel like it's more effective on 2D, but it's more interesting on 3D. Oh, nice. Alright.
Oh, cool guy.
Ooh. Alright. Now we're in business.
It's so mean.
Yeah. Again, at least it's a cool boss. It could be a really stupid boss.
It could be a slug boss.
Yeah, it could be gross, but at least it's like cool looking. That is honestly like fortunate. There's plenty
That
of
is
like
a plus, yeah.
bosses in Dark Souls that are disgusting, and you have to keep on looking at them because they take forever. Like even the fire giant, you have to look at his feet. And it's like, God.
You stop.
How have you guys been faring with the wildfires? Over here, it's like still trash.
Still smoggy, yeah.
Man, it looks like it hurts when you get cut by that too.
Yeah, while he's dodging around the screen, like, really, back to back?
Oh wow!
Oh my god.
The Batmobile.
Unfucking believable. Like, I tried to heal twice and it wasn't fucking enough.
John was just sending pictures of 4th of July parade, and saying they
This
saw...
guy dodges too much.
Oh, that's fine. Haven't really noticed much change in my neck of the woods. I forget, are you in New Jersey? You said you're in New England, I remember. Fresh.
So exhausted fighting this fucker. It's like the real that's the real difficulty in the game, is just existing in the game.
Living in mass.
Just can't do it.
Oh my god, isn't Massachusetts... Is that right? Is that Fallout 4, Massachusetts? No. Yes.
What?
Is Fallout 4 in Massachusetts the Commonwealth of what?
I didn't play Fallout 4.
Boston, Massachusetts? Yeah, okay, yeah. Fallout 4 is indeed in Massachusetts. Does being in Massachusetts give you a +5 to mass? Is it massive?
Well, that didn't work.
Maybe. I have been bulking lately. Now, is that actual bulking, or is that like... I had a friend who, when he would eat horribly, he would just say he's bulking.
I like the snake game. That's a good one.
Yeah, the snake game is good, too. Like, my friend would have, like, fucking, like, I don't know, he would just have, like, random bullshit, like, I don't even know if it was, like, ice cream. He'd be, like, you know, he'd be, like, bad stuff, and he's like, I'm bulking, it's a dirty bulk. I just started working out again, not that I really, like, stopped getting exercise, but I wasn't getting any serious workouts in. But now I'm working out with my cousin. We got in like 2 this week, I think. Just worked out Monday, and then we worked out maybe Friday or something. Someday, yeah. So it got like a decent.
I'm not getting anywhere with this guy. He's really just not getting any lower than that. It's like the most I've gotten him is half health, and that's just not enough. So I guess I'm grinding for the rest of the stream. How long did you want to stream for?
I don't know. I'd be good stopping like soonish. Especially if you're done fighting the boss, we could just stop.
Like, what am I supposed to do? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
I wanted to do some reading and writing before I went to sleep. I gotta get to sleep like earlier and earlier, right?
Man, they even made that part tedious. They made grinding tedious. What's wrong with this game?
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, maybe we'll just talk for the rest of the stream until I have the strength. Or maybe I'll just end the stream now. Since you're looking at the group chat.
Oh, well, it's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just 4th of July. I said it was happy 4th of July. So,
You know, it's whatever. Oh.
Building actual muscle, regaining what I lost during the pandemic when I got lazy. Cool stuff. You doing the like time under tension, like trying to do all the reps really slow so you get the big mass. Hey Gabe, welcome back. Although it looks like we are ending the stream.
Yeah, Yeah, whatever. Let's just chill out for a little bit. How was everybody's 4th of July? Did you have fun?
Yee. We didn't really do anything.
No, we didn't even watch the fireworks. I don't even know what they looked like. But, I mean, to be fair, it was pretty cloudy, so even if I went outside, I probably wouldn't have been able to see them.
Oh, well, we could have, like, driven. I've never been to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I guess I could explain that later, but yeah, I've never been to the town fireworks.
Huh.
Mine was good. Got a major 40K painting project done, so I'm proud of myself. Cool.
Yeah. I got 1 page of my next comic project done. I guess that's something.
Sick. I did some like lore writing for my next fantasy thing. I'm gonna probably publish something before then, but I'm working on my next fantasy thing, and it feels fucking really good.
Awesome.
But
yeah, sorry to those of you who haven't gotten your books yet, by the way.
yeah, I am like.
We're basically just waiting on the printers.
I assumed when we were like, yeah, I am sorry we haven't gotten them out. Yeah, I mean the stuff with my printer is what's holding everything up. So.
Also the 3D printer, I guess.
Well. Yeah. So, I could explain that too. I don't know if I want to like pick up the printer though.
But you don't have to pick anything up.
So there's this like metal rod that is at the end of a wire, and that checks the temperature of the printer. It's right at the head of the printer, so just moving around, it can sometimes get frayed just from being moved back and forth. It's not a threaded wire, so it frays quicker. So that frayed, and then I have to take it out and replace it with a new one. And I have a replacement part, but it's fucking in there. Like, it's really fucking in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out. So I ordered the thing that it's in, like the heat block, I ordered a new one of those. So I had to wait for that to come, and then I can replace the whole, like, assembly. I don't know. I don't think it's coming out. Like, I ordered a new one because I pushed really fucking hard, and I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it, right? I'm going to break something else.
That's always the fear, right?
Because you have to push it out with another thing. It's just not going. It's just not going, and, like, to get a good grip on it, I have to press on these other wires, and I want to fray more wires on the thing, so... the other option is disabling the safety feature that checks the temperature. Big brain.
Yeah, big brain.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Didn't do much apart from eating pizza. Sick times.
Yeah, that's more than I ate.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have a 4th of July barbecue, but the air was pretty smoggy. Some people were braving it, so good for them, I suppose.
Yeah, the air was like super fucking toxic around us for like a couple days. It like disappeared for a while, then came back. I thought that the fire,
I thought it was done with.
And it's not on the news. They don't give any.
They don't explain.
It's not on. It's not on the news that like my parents watch, like the TV news. It's not. It wasn't like it didn't pop up on like my phone. It didn't show up at all. Like there's no forecast for it. I just have to go to like njAirQuality.gov and like look it up specifically. But I'll look outside and I'll see smog. Like I'll see like smoke. Just a huge amount of smoke outside, and it's like, is the neighborhood on fire? Or like it's crazy that much smoke can just be carried in the air and not disperse. I'm sure it's thicker smoke by the actual forest fire, but you know.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, and I mean you can smell it when you're outside. You can smell like kind of rotting smoke. I mean, like just...
Canada, you need to stop.
And even before the forest fire, the air quality around us has been like so the normal range is 0 to 20, and then the safe range is up to 50, and it was like up to 50 in the safe range of pollen, just pollen in the air.
Oh my god.
So it's like to the point where you're inhaling so much pollen, it's like it can obstruct breathing. Like it's making it more difficult to breathe outdoors having this much pollen. It's not even allergies. It's just there's so much particulate in the air from plants that you're just like having less oxygen getting into your lungs.
Jeez.
And then the fire started. So then it went up to like 250 or something like that.
Oh my god. What is wrong with our air? Why?
And then I was like, oh, well, it rained a lot, and it's the air quality has like gone down or gone up or whatever, so that, you know, the number has gone down. So I was like, okay, let me open the window and see if I can get some of the CO2 out of the house, because I have a meter to check like air stuff, because I saw some like video from one of those like big science channels where they were like stale air, and I was like, oh, that really does make sense, opening the window, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a meter, and so it was like normal for the Earth is like 400, and then like where I live it's like 300. A lot of trees. Like the average for the Earth is 400, and then I opened. It was 750 inside. If you get over 1,000, there's like a noticeable 15% drop. I've noticed a difference at 900.
15% cognitive drop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
15% drop in your like cognitive ability. So I've noticed like actually opening the window, getting some fresh air in, really to speed up my thinking. So I was like feeling a little sluggish, so I opened the window, and it went from 745 to like 755 on like just CO2, because like, you know, burning stuff creates CO2 too. So it's like,
yeah,
you know, so indoors has less CO2, I guess. You know, it's all those like prepper people that have the gas masks, and you're like, oh, what? How goofy. But then I'm like, okay, they were right. Well, fine.
yeah.
They're right.
Another one for the apocalyptic doomers. Although, yeah, I'm feeling a cognitive drop, but that might also just be because it's almost midnight and I've been playing like tedious games.
Fair enough.
Should have played Dark Souls.
So, anyway, guys,
anyway, yeah. I guess. I don't know. Do you want to end the stream here? Or do you just want to keep on hanging out with chat, or?
no, we could end the stream. I want to get some reading done anyway.
Fair enough.
Hard to stream reading.
Yeah, unless you're reading out loud. Story time with Adam Meisner. That's the next big thing. Yeah, you gotta start doing some Am I the Asshole videos.
I do really love the Am I the Asshole quandaries. It's just that digging through Reddit is just like, oh, because
Yeah.
a lot of them will be like boring fucking problems, and they're depressing, and it's just like it'll be someone like with some stupid ass problem, and they'll be like, my like non-binary spawn wants to like drink bleach, and I don't want to like be ableist, and they say that they are like trans dead, and or they have some insanely stupid problem that only stupid people have, and they're like, yeah, my non-binary like they're like taking lots of opioids and they're like not happy, so I don't know if I'm allowed to like tell them not to do it. It'd be something so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then or it'd be like, or it'd be one of those like super trashy problems where it's like, my like husband keeps on cheating on me and I keep on cheating on him, but like he claims that like it's not okay to like park the car on the front lawn if I'm drunk. But I drunk drive all the time, and it's fine. It's like, or it'd just be something super dumb, and then you have to dredge
need,
through.
like the funny ones. The funny and
Yeah.
obscure ones are always
Dude,
the
my
best.
fucking favorite was that lady who was like, who was like some like just dredges of the earth, like liberal woman who went to the pizzeria, and then this like nice Italian man is just like giving them like fucking free garlic knots, and she like loses her fucking mind.
It was very inconsiderate.
Just like.
And they didn't charge me for the drinks.
How could they?
So inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you need to find a person to find funny "Am I the Asshole" Reddit posts for you.
I need a producer.
You need like a.
Yeah, I'm so
you
big
need
now.
a group of fans
My 20
to
subscribers.
send you on Discord or something. Just screenshots of hilarious "Am I the Asshole" posts.
Hey, Lauer, you should watch Mandalore Gaming's review of Legend of the Druids, or something of the Druids, whatever it was. Because there's a character in that called Lowry. And it's a pretty good video. It is like 2 hours long of talking about a game, though. And that is, you know, it's like a movie. Like you're watching a movie when you watch that. Mystery of the Druids, yeah, maybe that's it. That video, that's like a... It's a super goddamn long video, but it's worth. I've watched it twice.
Yeah, it's just such a goofy thing to be like, you should watch this 2 hour long thing.
Yeah,
because your name is the same as this other.
Yeah, a completely ridiculous recommendation, but I check it out to learn more about my namesake.
Yes, of course.
Your ancestors saw because there's a lot of time travel in that game. They were like, they set it all up.
Yeah.
The character of Lowry is like super fascinating because he's a character who's like superior to the main character. He's like the Seto Kaiba to like these Yugi kind of thing, but like he's superior in such a way that like he's sitting and he's like levitating higher than the main character, but they never mention it. So you're like assuming it's a glitch, but then on the official box art, he's like that. So it's not a mistake, but it's never acknowledged by the characters in the game. And then like a theory is like, well, he's so much better than him that he's literally, his head is never below his because he floats. That's like the idea, right? I don't know, and they never explain why, but it's just like, I don't know, it's an interesting character because he's just like, yeah, like, hey, Piracy, what good timing, yeah.
Yeah.
We're being good boys and girls and going to sleep early, so.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah. Anyway.
Always getting here late to the party. Anyways. I guess we'll end the stream.
I don't have any happy stories, but like, I feel like I didn't depress anyone. I didn't commit great sins, so I think I'll be okay.
Okay. You think we'll stream again tomorrow?
Sure.
No. Yeah. A lot of hesitation.
I was just thinking, here's like a story. It's not a happy story. It's kind of like a nothing story. My cousin's husband, I guess my cousin-in-law now. He told it at Midsummer because that's like, you know, that's my idea of what you should do at Midsummer is like tell stories and like honor your ancestors, etc. So his story was like he was at the beach and he got hit by a big wave, and he used to be fat, and then he lost a bunch of weight, so his bathing suit was very, very, very big. And so the wave just, like, took his pants down, right? And so he's, like, just treading water while trying to get his pants back on, and he just, like, can't. So he's, like, treading water. He's going to die, but he's not going back to shore without his bathing suit on. Just won't happen, right? So he takes him off completely, and then puts him back on, and he gets him on in one try. Underwater.
That's impressive.
Right, like while like in a riptide, he's like struggling, you know, could die, and is like, I cannot show my pee-pee. And then he gets back to shore, and he realizes his bathing suit is backwards. So he goes into the woods to then like change his switch it around. But what he didn't do is get rid of the sand. And so he had horrific chafing.
No.
From all the sand being caught in the net.
Yeah, the tragedies of the beach, man.
God, the thumbnail for Mandalor's video, Mystery of the Druids, is terrifying.
Is it?
What is the thumbnail? I don't remember. Oh, it's the face of the guy. I don't even have to look it up. I remember. It's the guy from the box art. It's like, yeah. Anyway, so that's your happy story. He didn't show his pee-pee, but he did get horrible shaping. Pretty neutral.
It's a funny story, yeah. He didn't die. He didn't drown. That's another thing. He didn't drown, and he saved everyone from seeing his pee-pee.
Yes.
Because that is only for his wife.
Alright, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. So glad to have you guys around. Hopefully I'll have more videos on my YouTube channel at some point.
Yeah. And hopefully my videos will do better on my YouTube channel at some point.
Wow. I'm trying to learn how to edit, but I can't open the editing program, so I'm doing pretty bad. But and it wouldn't let me delete it, so I don't know. I guess I'll restart my computer and see if that'll. I don't know. It says it's open, but it's not. It's like the program's open, so you can't delete. You can't edit that. Yeah.
What if the program is open in just a tiny, super minimized square that you can't see?
I would be incredibly impressed with my processing power because I've double clicked it 1,000,000 times. So if there's 30 copies of DaVinci Resolve running on my computer, and I can handle.
Well, it wouldn't open up multiple.
It wouldn't open up multiple on a Mac, but it would on a. You can open up multiple copies of a program on a PC. It tries to not let you do that, but believe me, I have indeed opened up way too many copies of quite a few games by impatiently clicking on them.
Yeah, I don't know, because when I open up a program twice, it usually just refers back to the tab I already have open.
Yes, but if your computer's lagging out and you click a gazillion times on an exe, it will obey you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, whatever. Anyway.
We're glad to be here. Oh.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Yeah, happy 4th of July.
And good night.
God bless the United States of America.